What's up, everybody? You know, I'm really beginning to get aggravated. And at the same time, I'm disheartened. And I know a lot of people have gone through this and will go through this again or many times. Because when you talk about something, a specific subject, or you put certain information out there that isn't being put out there for public consumption, or you're offering ideas that may seem scary to people, or might be a little too real for people to accept, you get a lot of denial, or you get a lot of avoidance. And sometimes you get some, ridicule in the form of, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But that's inconsequential. And I don't pay attention to that shit. But what I'm really talking about is our current economic situation. Everything that's gotten us here. We've been talking about this for a while now. What got us here, at least what got us here most recently, and where we are now and where we're going to be, or where we see ourselves, where we will be. And nothing is set in stone. There are no absolutes for this thing, but all the signs are pointing in a very bad direction. Everything is kind of slowly downward spiraling, and things are starting to come apart at the seams. And this is something that was expected. This is something that many people expected to come after the passage of the bailout. The bailout that was a monumentally erroneous decision as a result of this whole housing credit crunch, mortgage-backed security fucking fiasco. And the problem with that was a lot of people didn't know exactly what the bailout entailed, what information was in it. And they weren't making that information readily available. The Bush administration, the Treasury Department, the Fed, primarily, are the groups and individuals that want to continue to suppress information. I mean, there's plenty of individuals and plenty of groups out there that want to suppress this shit. We are seeing some ripple effect from the bailout now. We're seeing additional bailouts to cover bailouts. AIG was just approved for another $40 billion, which puts the bill up to $150 billion so far. They just came out with Fannie Mae's $29 billion loss recording. Bailout was supposed to create jobs for everybody. They're projecting 165,000 jobs lost or cut in New York City alone in the next 24 months. Double from July's predictions. Other major cities, other states, California, other places are seeing massive layoffs. DHL, auto companies. Circuit City just filed for bankruptcy. So close to the holidays. Yet, somehow, in some way, in some Twilight Zone world, they apparently were looking at information we didn't see, showing robust retail sales recently. Really? Robust? Because they don't, the information is not being readily put out there. And when I have conversations with people, this is what's aggravating me the most. These people, they blow it off, and it drives me insane, because I ask them, don't you really want to know what's going on? Don't you want to be informed enough to, do something, or want to do something about this, even if you don't do anything? Show me a little outrage, show me a little anger or aggravation. And I get, well, what are you going to do? Ooh, I didn't know that. Interesting. So did you catch the last night's episode of Dancing with the Stars? What, are you fucking kidding me? Show me you care. Tell me you care. Please. And I know there's going to be plenty of people like that. And I'm not talking about necessarily many of the people here in the YouTube community, if you will. But these are people that I'm seeing in real life, not my virtual life. So it's just, it's confounding at times. And these people are content with not knowing. But I think there are more people, and that's not, I'm not generalizing everyone or the rest of the country, because I think there are far more people that have become informed about this. And I think the public outcry with the original bailout that got, made, with all of the letters, faxes, emails, and calls that came into Congress, I think that was very impressive. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. Unfortunately, many of us knew that. But it was impressive that the people, the collective, that voiced their opinion on it. So that was somewhat impressive. But they will continue to come up with alternatives, and they'll wear us down, because we're too apathetic to continue to struggle, or to push these people, to hold them accountable, to make them make better decisions, to get them to create better alternatives that don't get us to where we are now, that won't destroy us a year or 2 years from now. So I don't know. It's just insane. And as calm, collected, and easygoing as I usually am, it's really starting to wear thin. So that's it. Give me some feedback, responses, whatever you like. I'm sure this won't be the last video on this. So peace, everybody.